You know, since I didn't really use my missiles in that battle, I was wondering where that guy went. Didn't really see him exploding when I shot that missile. But I didn't see him burning down either. But I guess that was just covered up by the explosion. Whatever. Sniping out these war wasp pipes, because I'd rather not deal with an army of war wasps, because those guys are annoying. But I'm not gonna kill this guy, because all he does is fly right back here and disappear. Right back here and disappear. Just into the destroyed war wasp pipe. And then there's more scarabs. Eesh. I really like those on-screen effects when stuff like scarabs explode next to you. Such a good immersion effect. And this room is really dark. And when I say it's not dark, well, try again without the plasmides. I can't see anything. It's a good thing I know where the platforms are. But I really should have just gotten over here before I did that. Over here is this Joso law. Now they actually kinda start to get interesting. Because now they mention the meteor, which brings along whatever it is they call the Great Poison. Since they call it a Great Poison, we can pretty much assume that it's bad. Not too many details on what it does, but it spreads and they can't really get rid of it. And that plasmide is in the way. I'm being really brutal to creatures that have no intentions of killing me. And then there's these guys. These guys, they just want to defend themselves. The Reaper vines. I always say wine instead of vine. And the other way around. I messed it up a lot. But the Reaper vines, they just hang out inside the walls. And when you come close, they're like, I gotta defend myself by swinging wildly in midair with my tentacle blade that conveniently, or rather inconveniently for the Reaper Vine, conveniently for Samus, because hey, it's the only way to beat them. But they have a giant eyeball right at the base of their blade, which is really weird. I mean, you gotta get dizzy from all that swinging back and forth. And yes, I was just a big douche to those shriek bats, because they just got to kill themselves. And I'm also gonna be a douche to these, except for that one, because I failed at aiming the explosion high enough. I'm not sure why that one shriek bat goes down after the others. Doesn't really seem to be any reason to it. What the heck? There's a puzzle, and I like presenting the puzzle before I do them, so scan the equivalent symbols around this room. Second one being right down here. You can scan all of them from the upper path, but Get glass caps, get out of the way! How are they even growing here? This is not ground. It's stone. Building stone of ruins. Who the heck designed this place anyway? Why are the platforms all over the place? I mean, I know these are ruins, but still. How does the floor get messed up like this? Whoever made this place must have been really bad. Oh. I shouldn't insult the Choso, considering they're the ones who made the power suit and all that. It's really weird to think that they were the ones, and then you go around in these ruins and it's all oldish ruin stuff. I don't know. It's not modern, I can tell you that. Anyway, there's another Chosen Law right here, and it's more of a foreboding about the meteor. It kinda says the same as the previous one, except it adds the detail of the great poison clawing at the wildlife, making everything batshit insane and deadly and all that stuff. Which is why the beetles are so big. At least, I hope so. Otherwise it's kinda like Pikmin, where it's like you're a little ant on Earth, and the creatures you're fighting are bugs. And then here the beetles are giant and the wasps. And I want to blame that on the great poison, but I'm not quite certain. I'm not sure how I would be certain that. I don't think it's said anywhere that the beetles were small before the great poison. But I like to think that it's just part of mutation. Otherwise this would be a really sucky place to live. If all of the animals were that big. Seriously. I have no idea where I'm going with this, so I'm just going to scan these reek beds. Because these aren't going to attack you unless you go up to that door. And that door only leads to a save point. And as you might have noticed from my run-ins with reek beds, all they really do is go down, spin around a bit, and then fly at you. And when they hit you, guess what? They blow up. Just like that. They blow up. Also, 5 missiles. What's this? The path of corruption leads to ever higher. Okay. No idea what that is referring to. That's just something I randomly decided to scan. Because it was in my visor. So, hey. Why not? There's a buck ton of freak bats here. And look at them kill themselves. It's somehow amusing and somehow really, really saddening that the shriek bats would just kill themselves like that. I mean, come on now. They want to protect the territory and families by killing themselves. How does that work? It's just like with the scarabs. Maybe all of the animals on this planet are just totally obsessed with explosions. I don't know. That door right there is a locked door. You might want to scan it now, although it's not really important that you do. Unlike the blast doors, you can always find the locked door to scan. And this is Stone Toad. He's an ugly fella. But yeah, that locked door is, I believe, the first one you can scan, and you're not fighting some enemies while it's there. So it's the easiest one to get, I'd say. Although the one in here is pretty convenient as well. This is the incinerator drone. Now let's scan it to confirm the name, because I don't know if people really doubt me at this point, but incinerator drone. What is it? It's the waste disposal. Choso. How do I kill it? It reveals its energy core shortly after stopping the first time. And rinse and repeat, pretty much. Except war wasps. Another special one-time war wasp for an early mini-boss. These are called the barbed war wasp, and they're the only war wasp to shoot their stingers at you instead of trying to charge you. Oh. And now the incinerator drone is going at an angle, so you have to jump over one and... Come on, hit that. You have to jump over one and go under the other. And the only way that you really should take damage is if you're trying to go under or over and and then it decides to stop on top of you and level them out like that. That can be really kind of a douchebag move. But yeah. The barbed war wasps, not only are they the only war wasps to shoot the stingers at you, they're also capable of shooting them up to 20 meters. I mean, I know they're big, but still, 20 meters is a little ridiculous for a creature of that size. Come on, reveal your energy core for the last shot. And that does it for the incinerator drone. If you die to this boss, you are literally garbage or trash. The joke is bad. You die to the waste disposal, you are garbage. Yes. It's a bad joke. Mothball bombs. Now I can jump again. I am so distracted by myself. You have no idea. But yeah. Something I find kind of funny about the Hive Mecha and the Incinerator Drone. They share battle music, and they are the two mini-bosses here in the early game to have a unique war wasp add in their fight. Like, I just find it funny. I don't know. I guess it's also, hey guys, kill yourself. I'm gonna kill this guy. I guess I just find it kind of, I can understand the Hive Mecha having a hive inside of it. I just don't really see the point of the Incinerator Drone having a hive above it. And it's not like the war wasps really play a huge part in that fight. You can ignore them completely. Unlike the Hive Mecha where you had to kill them, but hey, whatever. But that right there was a mothball slot. All you have to do is get up into it, put down a bomb, and then stuff happens. We're doing a little mothball bomb puzzle here. Oh. Not so much a puzzle, because there's cutscenes showing the next mothball slot every time. So I'm not sure why I'm calling it a puzzle. It's just a timed challenge. And it's really easy to do, as long as you don't screw up those jumps. As much as I like to try and do this all in mothball mode, it's hard. It is kind of risky. Those freak bats should be back. I am such a merciless murderer. But yeah, doing that opens up this door. And for once, there's one of these hallways without scarabs. Now I'm only really coming in here to pick up something very helpful if you're new to this game. I could save this for later. You know, why did I do that? Because I'll be coming this way anyway to take the upper path, but I don't know. I don't know how to explain this. It's just, I like coming in here and getting that second energy tank because I just like it. These guys respawn again because 2 rooms. This game pretty much goes by a 2-room rule as far as enemy spawning goes. And now that I have the mothball bombs, I can bump this out and go under the ions. Yes. Which is pretty damn pointless because it takes longer and all you really have to do is shoot the ions once. I suppose in the GameCube version it was kinda hard to aim at the ions. I can't even remember if you were able to log onto them. Somehow I don't think so. But in the Wii version it's just a waste of time.